Up first, day after massive violence in the Srinagar by-polls in which 8 people were killed and around 100 security personnel injured, the People's Democratic Party has demanded that the by-election to the Anantnag parliamentary seat, which is to be held on the 12th of April, be postponed. The turnout in yesterday's polls was 7%, the lowest in 30 years, even as the valley was under very tight security because of the 2-day strike called by separatists, which had begun. The authorities even suspended internet facility in the entire valley till the 12th of April. That's when Anantnag was to go to polls, and train services from Baramulla to Banihal were also stopped as part of preventive measures.
और हालात को मद्देनजर रखते हुए मैं इलेक्शन कमीशन से अपील करता हूं कि वो इस इलेक्शन को पोस्टपोन करें, मुलतवी करें. If by withdrawing helps the cause, then I'll withdraw. You can't force people to vote, and you can't force them not to vote. And that's a part of expression. That's your fundamental right.
And in fact, my colleague Arunachalam Vaidyanathan is also reporting that the election panel, that's the election commission, is also examining whether to cancel that by-poll that was held yesterday, given the very low voter turnout. Let's go straight across to Zafar Iqbal, who's joining us for more on this. Zafar, even that's a poll, in fact, that could now be cancelled. What's the latest on this? What are you hearing thereafter? Many were taken aback by the PDP's announcement.
Yes, in fact, it was a press conference, the first press conference of Tasaduq Mufti, who is the candidate of PDP in the Anantnag constituency. He had been campaigning for many days, though it was a low-profile campaign. But today, he said that, of course, the situation is not conducive for conducting the polls. What's happened yesterday in Srinagar, there was widespread violence. 8 people were killed, over 100 injured. Now, this has happened in Srinagar, which is relatively peaceful than Anantnag, at least areas of Anantnag which are very sensitive and volatile. So, giving that account, he said that, of course, it's not the right time, perhaps, to conduct the elections, and they've already sent a letter to the Election Commission asking for the postponement of the election. And he also said that if his withdrawal of candidature his withdrawing from the fray helps in the postponement of the polls, he's ready for that. Now, security agencies have been saying that they have put in place foolproof security. Additional companies have been brought in. More CRPF has been deployed, but that really didn't help. On the ground, the internet remains blocked despite those measures in Srinagar. Right. Now, what more they can do to prevent such things from happening in Anantnag, which is already a more volatile area? That's the big question. And number two, it's also put it's a setback to the mainstream politics in Kashmir. Just 7% voter turnout in Srinagar, it's the lowest. Even at the peak of militancy, the voter turnout was much more. So obviously, these are two challenges on two different levels that have to be dealt with, and all eyes are now on the Election Commission. What's it going to decide so far as Anantnag by-polls are concerned?